Welcome back to Shem's Universe. Alright, guys, so today we're going to discuss the Life Path 4. So, Life Path 4 is a very, very interesting number. It's very similar to my number, which is the Life Path 8, so I really like the 4s as well. I always get along with 4s very well, just like with the 3s. 2s and 1s I'll clash with here and there because we all think we're number 1. 2s, they're like, a little too soft for me still. I can't even lie. You guys got to fix up with your emotions. But, when we talk about the 4s now, these guys are interesting because we have a lot of similarities, but I'm not going to get too conceited and talk about myself all day. All right, so let's get into 4. 4 is it's represented by what you call Rahu in the Vedic numerology in Indian. So that means it's like a serpent. So Rahu is literally the head of a serpent, and then the 7 is what they call Ketu, which is the tail of the serpent. It was separated according to the Vedic numerology, or actually it wasn't even in that. It's in Hinduism. They talk about this demon that their god actually destroyed it because it was causing terror on Earth, and it doesn't really matter to you guys, but that's why it's called that. So with the 4 now, though, the 4 is very, very dark, meaning like 4s are people that like you always find them very structured, very pessimistic, but also very organized, very neat. You can trust them. They're very goal oriented and they're always very conscious of their security, meaning like they look for jobs for like good job security. They're not the type to start a business. Like they will. Don't get it twisted. Like a lot of the richest people on earth are 4s, but if they take that chance, they become the richest. If they can't get over their need for safety, they live a very ordinary life. All right. And that's what I want to discuss. So if you're a Life Path 4 and you're watching this, I want you to understand that you have the potential to become extremely rich. Examples of 4s are Oprah, Diddy, Drake. These are people that are 4s, people that have hundreds of millions and even billions of dollars. The reason why they're like that is because they understand that they are organized and that they are very risk adverse, but they still understand they need to take risks to get to the next level in their life. And what's safer than being rich, right? That's how you have to look at it. So if you're a 4 and you're watching this saying, well, I have a good job and da da, I'm not saying quit your job. What I'm saying is what you need to do is have your job, have a side income as well, or partner up with somebody that has an entrepreneurial spirit. If you're a Life Path 4, I recommend you get with like a Life Path 8 or get with like a Life Path even 5, which we're going to discuss in the next video. The reason why is because a Life Path 5 is freedom loving. It's the polar opposite of you. That's going to complement you a lot. And a Life Path 8 thinks just like you, except 8s are not risk adverse. 8s have trouble with the law and so forth. 8s will break the law to get what they want. So you want to sort of have people around that will get you out of your bubble and take you out of that whole idea of security, because the 4 is very security driven. Next thing you need to understand with the 4 is that it's all about sudden changes, meaning Rahu, the energy and the planetary constellation that guards over the 4, is very much about like sudden changes, whether that's with your finances, your family. 4s have a lot of family issues as well that need to get over. So it's something that you want to like make sure you watch out for. Random things that I can't even talk about. It's infinite changes. And the reason it's like that is because, like I said, I gotta discuss Rahu a little more with you guys because it very much depends on how Rahu is. Because Rahu, what he does is he's the eclipse of the sun, or the moon, I should say. Excuse me. So what you have to understand is when Rahu comes in across our planet, it's all eclipse is very sudden, very unexpected. It's something that just happens, right? So you have to understand that, yeah, it's a good number, the number 4, but Rahu makes it a number that's very unstable. It makes you feel always nervous. A lot of 4s also have like irregular heartbeats because of this. Notice anybody with a Life Path 4, ask them if that when they were born if they have an irregular heartbeat. I guarantee you 95% of them are going to say yes. And because of that, it's because of the energy that's within them. This is what makes 4s very security driven. So that if you want to overcome your life path and make the best out of it, become rich. If you don't want to become rich but just live a comfortable life, just get over your risk aversion. You are already very organized and very disciplined. You do not have to learn that. You already have it naturally. What you do have to learn is how to break out of that safety net, the illusion of safety that you have. The next lesson that you guys have to learn is stop thinking about the negatives all the time. Life is hard. I understand that, yes. But you guys will always think about what you don't have and not be grateful for what you do have. So, assignment I have for you if you're a Life Path 4 is this. For the next 21 days, because that's how long it's going to take to fix in your subconscious, I want you to write down what you're grateful for every morning. 10 things that you're grateful for. If you can do that, you're going to solve the problem and you're going to have a sudden change with your Life Path 4 as well, I promise you. In that same month, you're going to get a bright idea or you're going to meet somebody new and you're going to have a lot of help financially and even socially. All right? So that's all there is for Life Path 4, guys. If you have any questions regarding the Life Path 4, please let me know. Just leave a comment, like, subscribe. Five's next. Thank you.